Okay, so yeah, this long here I just posted before as a setup is for New York session, like just a scalp play. I'm looking at the 4-hour order block here, and then like narrowing down on smaller time frame. I would like to see a bounce, let's say here at 180k, 18k, something like this, like between these two lines. And then we have a lot of liquidity above here. But something like to be careful about, we have a CME gap below. Let's see, where's the, yeah, at 117k pretty much. So weekend highs were already swept here, and we have weekend lows just at the CME gap. So like longing here is not the best play, but I'm just looking like for a small bounce, and maybe on FOMC we push down, take out weekend lows, and then I would look like for the big leg up. But yeah, let's see how this one goes, like not risking a lot. And yeah, just a scalp play. Yeah, for this one I already posted it, like here. And it's also on a trend line retest-ish, like this. So maybe Bitcoin doesn't go as low as weekend lows and like just bounces here, because we have a lot of liquidity resting above. So yeah, maybe that's the low here and then shoot up. Because we also had plans, right, to be short for the Monday drop, but we would get stopped out pretty much. And yeah, still in the sell long, TP'd 50% of the position, and now I'm waiting for this H12 order block to get hit, and then maybe like reload full size back. And yeah, we also had a short here. Short idea would be stopped just by a little bit, so that was also cancelled. But yeah, here I would maybe open a second long, like something like this, and use the same TP. If we go on lower time frames, yeah, pretty much this demand zone lines up. But we also have a small OB here, so price could come lower. But yeah, stop loss should be safe. I actually moved my stop loss to these lows here. But yeah, you could also put it at break even. But this one, just we need to wait a little bit, but I think it's going to play out to the full TP. And if we zoom out a little bit, say is like at the big resistance right now, so if we get a nice push up again, like chop inside the zone, and we flip it, we can probably search for a nice long for 70% move to the next red box, which is close to all-time highs for say. But yeah. Right now just waiting where the Monday low will be, because after the Monday low we can just like use that framework and find new longs. Bitcoin, maybe we'll get front run on this one. How are you guys doing in terms of trading? Like, yeah, maybe we actually missed this one. I was also looking at ADA short here if we manage to push up. And I was considering longs at 80 cents, a little bit below. But honestly, you could long here, like just market buy and stop loss at 80, 81-ish cents and like target 88 cents. That's a pretty tight long and good risk to reward. Yeah, something like this, but on altcoins I will wait for Monday range to set up. But yeah, this could definitely play out. It's not a bad option to long some stuff today. Like maybe risk a little bit on this one. I was looking at Matic, like for shorts, a little bit higher, and same on Solana. Like if we manage to push back to 200, I would like to take maybe some scalp shorts to 186-ish, or maybe like to new lows, but I don't think we get that. Like, yeah, something like this, maybe a 2R trade. I also have ready a SUI chart, like here in this pink box. I would like to get some longs maybe, and if we are due for a bigger pullback, maybe something like this. The blue box would be ideal long zone for me here, and then we target $5. Yeah, I was also looking at FET. But yeah, for shorts, looks like we're not getting filled, or probably is going to take out weekend lows, maybe a sweep of these lows, and I don't know actually how low this can go. One option would be to long here, or if a bigger correction is due, like below. Otherwise, I think something like this. Maybe Monday low here and another sweep of all lows, and then we can long. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this one for setups like tomorrow. Doge, nothing interesting for me, honestly. I also was looking at Link, actually posted idea yesterday, and on TradingView it would not be filled actually. Not sure how things would play out on Bybit. But yeah, I'm also looking for a bounce, maybe long, around here or lower. And yeah, actually I was interested also in TAO to get some longs. We have a nice 4-hour OB here, and price is actually just tapping into it, and like a small reaction. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a shame. We missed the entry by a little bit. Actually, I have to see if I got filled on Bybit or not, because prices are like a little bit lower. Let's see. No, that sucks. Like, we can probably just cancel the setup, because we should be already in making profits, and if we come back down again, I think we will go lower. So yeah, I got missed like just by a little bit, but it is what it is. The next option I had in mind for New York session actually was to short here and then target weekend lows, something like this. But I'm not sure if I want to take it, just because of the liquidity above, you know, like here we can easily just wick up again and then flush down. So shorting here is a little bit scary. I was also looking at CRV for new shorts. Actually, like the 1 hour OB just got hit, and that could be a long option, like something like this. Super tight stop loss and maybe target here. That's already 4R on a trade. Let's say you market buy, still 2R. Maybe we actually push a little bit higher. But yeah, we had, let's find it, this CRV trade. I closed it because yeah, I was looking for a price to break above red box, rejected here a little bit, broke above but then broke down on Sunday, so I just decided to close this one. From here, what I'm actually anticipating is for price maybe to come here to $1.06 ish, and then we drop to this OB at 82 cents. So I would like to long there, something like this. Just because we have a lot of lows here, and honestly it would make sense for price to take all the lows out before moving higher. Yeah, BTC coming back down. I still have my limit order actually. Still a little bit unsure if I should remove it or not, but yeah, probably going to pull the trigger and notify the members that the trade is no longer valid. But still, I want to see a reaction price tapping into the middle line here or middle line here and then bouncing, so technically we could come down again, take out the lows, hit one of these two middle lines and then we actually bounce. But anyways, today no such high probability setups in my opinion. We can just wait, like map out some things and get the better trades tomorrow. Yeah, 121k should be probably hit because yeah, there's a lot of liquidity. And what I was also watching, if we zoom out a little bit, the golden pocket was already tested here and rejected 2 times, so it would make sense for price to wick a little bit higher and maybe then reject into a higher low. But do you guys think the lows here are in, or we are due for maybe like a push up like this and we actually make new lows again before moving up? Because we could also do that, right? It's not impossible. Let's check gold. What's gold doing? Yeah, I had planned out this gold short. Honestly, looks a little bit shit, like just nuked down. I was looking at this H12 OB, but then I saw more crypto online's EV count and the resistance area is a little bit higher like this. So yeah, if we get any pumps here, I will probably try some shorts. Cycle low for Bitcoin, you mean? Or gold? Yeah, I mean, the next thing, like just based on price action, right? You have lows here, lows, and another lows. You have 3 lows basically, so like you could see gold just nuke even more, take these lows out and like all lows before going up. In my opinion, these lows are definitely getting a sweep. Maybe like we can use Fibs, something like this. Probably it's coming a little bit lower. Or maybe let's see where Pitchfork is. Yeah, this one was already hit, and let's see here. Yeah, broke below. So yeah, actually it could take all the lows. So I would wait for that honestly. And you actually have an OB here. So yeah, but was like tapped 2 times. Maybe like something like this you could try. But honestly, I kinda don't like trading gold because it's too slow for me. I like altcoins and Bitcoin because like you can do a trade and close it in a day. Gold you have to hold, and as we trade USDT pair, some exchanges have insane wicks on gold. And this looks like a double bottom maybe. Actually, no, maybe we can find a setup somewhere here. But probably it's best like to let gold make a cycle low, and like after a few green candles we can find a setup. Yeah, maybe I could buy like spot gold on Bybit, but honestly I like to have some free USDT and trade altcoins. Like the last gold long we took would actually play out, but I didn't have the patience. Yeah, this was the trade. Actually full TP would be missed by a little bit, but still this is what I posted, and yeah, I actually exited around here. Just got so annoyed with the price action. Like, let's see, Bitcoin is bouncing back again, so annoying. Maybe just like do nothing today. Say, I will definitely be trying to long tomorrow, I think. If Monday low forms like somewhere here, or the low is already in, tomorrow what I will be looking at. Let's say the low forms here ish. We still have a lot of time till Monday close, so who knows. Like a price to pump up, sweep the low, open a long in the H12 OB, and then look for a move higher. Because say honestly looks probably one of the best charts on my watch list for higher. Like some other altcoins look pretty shit. We tried to long cookie and virtual, but like both nuked down again and again. Let's look at virtual. Actually, I'm probably going to hit the pitchfork soon, so that could be another long. But I posted, let's see, quite a few longs here, like 2 of them or 3. One was closed in profits, one was one hit stop loss, but yeah, I was kinda hoping for virtual to hold range mid and pump up, but of course that didn't happen. So actually maybe we get a sweep here and look for shorts. I think that would be a decent idea. And yeah, on H12 you have OB here, so maybe, but I'm not sure what would happen with Bitcoin then. If we get a pump, you can short with a tight stop loss and target the lows, because like we keep rejecting the range mid. So yeah, doesn't look too great. Okay, now I think, yeah, I'm filled on Bitcoin. I'm actually filled, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's just notify the members. Okay, yeah, so now I want a push up to London highs. So let's see. So London opened like pretty much just nuked down and started to consolidate. So what I'm actually looking now is we have a London low sweep, and New York high didn't sweep the London high, so ideally we see a bounce and a sweep of London high, but of course that doesn't have to happen. It could also come a little bit lower, and could just nuke to weekend lows in one go. So yeah, if you took this one, like, you can try and hold it or just close in some profit. On Bybit I got filled, like literally on the on the bottom. So yeah, this is my entry for now. Hey, hi, how are you doing? So yeah, also something I noticed, like I'm using this indicator for London session. Like my setup for the indicator you can access in the server. Like we have a price action, right? And you have London highs and London lows. Let's mark that differently. And then New York opens, and let's say it pumps, and you have a sweep of London lows, and then slowly starts to move up. You have also a New York PM session. Like the PM session usually counters the move on New York AM session. So if New York AM, which is happening right now, is mostly down, PM likes to move up. That is something I noticed lately, observing like New York sessions. So yeah, here we see pretty much New York AM is moving mostly down, so like we can anticipate PM session should like move at least a little bit up. So I think I'm gonna hold this long, like not risking a lot. Oh, you can't watch the live. You should be able to watch the live. I mean, you guys can see my screen, right? Maybe you should have a button somewhere to open the screen recording. Show you. Like I have here, you should click the watch stream and you should be able to see the chart. Yeah, maybe it's a shit connection. No, you are not too late. I can always repeat stuff. happy to see you join. Like if you guys have any altcoins you want to check, write in the chat and we can go over. I already went through Say, FET, Sol, ADA, TAO. So if you have any other altcoins, like just let me know and we can go look for some setups. Okay, BTC pumping a little bit. Let's see if we can sweep London highs. That would be a nice 2.8 hour trade. on top of the swing long. Actually pushing nicely up. So let's say Bitcoin pushes up, I will probably look to short Sol at 200-ish, like precise entry could be at 200.5, let's say, or maybe like we get a dip a little bit lower. Also this area is range highs, so we could look for a dip to H12 OB and then a pump up, because Sol could also be like in a ABC down to range mid, alright? Keep that in mind. Oh yeah. Well, did you take the Bitcoin New York session long, or you missed that? It's pretty choppy, honestly. Maybe just close half or something. Yeah, actually I was also looking at link. Let's go over it again. I posted this short idea on Sunday for link, but like it, let's see what the top was. Yeah, missed it just a little bit. So this is probably invalidated. And next thing for link, I have some targets lower here at $16, because again, pretty much similar to Sol, this could be an ABC down, right? So yeah, I'm keeping an eye for that, for new lows, like if we sweep that, because you had a pretty nice entry here at 4-hour OB. It was a little bit choppy, but still you could get like a, what, 10% move up. So right now, like we have weekend lows here, so that can maybe get a sweep, like, but I had this blue box for a potential long, like maybe something like this, and bounces up, and then either we push up or make new lows. So yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a plan for link. But basically my strategy, like I want to trade link this week actually. Let's see. Yeah, so the weekly range here, weekly high, weekly low, I mean previous weekly low, and we have a Monday high just at my short entry, and Monday low is yet to be confirmed. So basically you can just like wait till tomorrow, and like let's say the Monday low is here, like price will probably like pump up, and maybe we get a flush tomorrow, right? And Monday low gets taken out. Either you find a sniper entry and like you put a limit order and get filled and then bounce, or you can like just wait for Monday lows to get a sweep, price to push above, like chop a little bit, or reclaim, and like you just market buy, you put a stop loss on the week that swept Monday low and you target Monday high, like something like this. So yeah, I will be doing pretty much this tomorrow on some altcoins. You mark out Monday range and like just look for sweeps and then enter. And yeah, Bitcoin scalp play is actually doing something. That's also nice. Yeah. Also guys, when I post like these trades, you should also always check with your exchange, because I use Coinbase to chart it, but on Bybit, like the week was a little bit lower, so I got filled, but on TradingView the trade didn't fill. So it's best to always check your exchange difference. Yeah, you didn't miss much with today's Bitcoin long. It's just like a little bit of a scalp. Paper hands, like, do you need any TPs for link, or like you have a pretty nice entry? So yeah, let's see how high link could go actually. I mean, you could target like this supply here. This will definitely be a resistance, so that's what, $22. Like, do you have probably you plan to swing it, right? I mean, you entered, yeah. You have a pretty much amazing entry, but something like this, like you can just put it to break even and you can write what pretty much 100% move. Like, I would look at as a key level highs in March from last year, and then I would just look at a sweep of next highs. So keep in mind, like, link could come a little bit lower before it pushes up, like to $16, something like this, maybe 15, but eventually I think this moves up. And yeah, the target would be like 23, and then you can look for the sweep of these weeks, and like you can just TP on every sweep, right? So, or you can like just pull Fibonacci like this. So yeah, pretty much like this is your TP and this is your TP, and then you leave something for higher. But you should probably already be out with some profits. And yeah, I will also look at some longs tomorrow on link. Chart looks pretty good, and yeah, let's look at Avax. I was also thinking of trading that a little bit. I had a long setup actually, but it was missed by what? Less than 2%. That's pretty nasty. And Avax honestly also looks pretty damn good, and maybe could run to what, $40? I think that's doable. But probably a decent resistance for Avax will be here at $32 to $35. So maybe some shorts there. And yeah, Bitcoin nuking again. Looks pretty shit, to be honest. But yeah, Sunday pump, Monday dump, something to expect. Any other alts you want to get TA for, or like set up TP or something? Yeah, I will probably hold like this Bitcoin position like as a scalp, and like if it hits stop loss, it hits stop loss. I'm not losing much, and if New York PM session will reverse the move, then we make some money. So that's not bad. And Ethereum should probably hit like 4K soon. Like, yeah. I had a short planned out. Let's see, yeah. I think it was this one. Or, yeah, somewhere here. But never took it. Because like Ethereum is so strong, so I think like maybe this week or next week we will see Ethereum up here somewhere into new all-time highs. I mean, I don't recommend you chase the Bitcoin long, but like let's say you get in now. I mean, you still have a decent entry, so maybe like if you want to get in now but risk less, or just like you could put a limit order like just a little bit below the entry, like you put it here or maybe here, and you basically get a better setup. So yeah, that's on you. You can chase, but then you should risk less, or like try to get a better entry. Yeah. Probably we'll be looking at CRV to short it. Like golden pocket is all the way here, so maybe if this is the Monday low, like we get something like this. This could be a scalp setup, but yeah. We'll have to see. Preferably I would like to long something tomorrow, as we did last week. Last week we did pretty good. We actually, let's see, we longed cake, which had a pretty crazy move. Like, yeah, this was the long we took, and yeah, pretty clean setup. And we also took SPX, yeah, here, which is actually making new all-time highs. So this was the trade I posted as well. My plan was actually that SPX will hit full TP and we reject a little bit, but eventually move to all-time highs. But with Bitcoin sweeping lows, came lower, and now we'll actually hit my target on all-time highs. But maybe we can like chase it. Like, let's actually see if we can get a setup in. So some demand is here, so maybe, yeah, and Monday low, that looks pretty good actually. Let's see. Yeah, if this zone here gets tapped, I'm probably going to long SPX again. Okay. Okay, all altcoins shitting the bed again. Say rejecting quite a lot actually. So maybe comes back to entry. Yeah, honestly looks pretty ugly. And Bitcoin long is back at entry. So maybe the market will just like nuke today a lot. I'm still holding this, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hope you didn't chase this New York session long, because you can already get a better entry, but looks pretty ugly to be honest. Let's put some alerts on here, and the setup maybe should be something like this, like around here, probably long it. Yeah, Bitcoin just keeps going lower. Maybe this hits stop loss, who knows. And say honestly, it's looking really ugly on 1 hour. Like H12 still looks decent, but yeah, we'll have to see. Looking at it now, actually the short would play out pretty nice, like if the stop loss would be a little bit higher, but yeah, let's see. Honestly, you could long, say, like right here, and you put a stop loss just below the OB, and you get like a super tight trade, and like maybe target here or here. Doesn't really matter much, like, because it probably comes lower. But yeah, that's like a scalp setup for today, if you want to take it. Like you could actually target here, what's that, 35 cents, something like that. Like if we get a nice bounce, which looks a little bit scary at the moment. And Sui is actually also coming back, so this would be ideal long box, but right now I'm honestly not too sure. Would be better if we can long it in the blue box. And Solana also coming down to first long zone, and ADA as well. So yeah, here I also had a long setup. It was this one, but I'm not too sure, to be honest, like how low we can go today. I think later today we definitely get like a little bit of a pump, but not sure from where. But this is actually a decent setup. Like maybe we get here and bounce to a lower high, but still would get some profits in. But yeah, this is actually starting to look quite bad. Maybe something like this is better. And yeah, Bitcoin still at entry, just chopping. But we have a 4-hour EMA here, so maybe we get a reaction there. Soul also coming lower. Yeah, honestly, Say will probably drop all the way back to entry. Round trip the entire move up. Looks like it. But I think these lows are safe. So no matter what happens here, I think the lows are safe and we should get like to 40 cents next. Ethereum is also starting to reject a little bit. Oh yeah, let's check out the Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, like swept the lows. So now we need to see maybe a push back up and a lower high and then a continuation down, because this can easily turn into a higher high, like as it did all the drops before. We can do this into a third drive. Something to keep in mind. And USDT dominance, actually it's a little bit tricky, because like this was my measurement of if Bitcoin should pump or dump. We kinda missed the rejection zone and we kinda missed the bottom zone, so not sure what happens here. Like maybe it just chops, but the idea is once the red box is hit, the bottom on crypto should be in, and once the green box is hit, you should take profits on longs and maybe look for shorts. And yeah, you can get this chart on live chart for members. But yeah, pretty much 4.43% should be look for longs and 4% should be look for shorts. But it's just messy, choppy here, so I don't know. But on weekly looks a little bit better, like more clear. I think that it's going to roll over into new lows, so Bitcoin should like move up. But yeah. Yeah, say, yeah, Jesus Christ. He's actually nuking all the way down. Like, that's pretty ugly. And rejecting the trend line. Not looking great. Because let's see if I still have the setup. Yeah, this was my long setup. Like so, I don't know, maybe we can get that. Who knows? Who knows what Bitcoin is going to do? Are you guys still holding this long on say, or you got out? Market shitting its pants. So yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty bad on Bitcoin. Well, did we get any news today? Because like the market just started to dump aggressively. Do you guys know? Yeah, I also think I'm gonna hold say, or I just closed like 50% at today's high. Oh, like now we are bouncing. Well, maybe, yeah, ADA is still due for a little bit lower, but like this is not a bad trade, honestly. Like less than 3% stop loss. Yeah, TAO is actually at entry and this looks like a pretty funny candle, honestly, and maybe like a long till here or like to these highs. But honestly, this is not looking that bad. Like, just at entry now. And yeah, I don't know what Bitcoin is doing. Like, crazy. Yeah, maybe. But like as I said, this is just New York AM session, so maybe PM reverses, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, yeah, the short idea was probably the best one here, just because the weekend highs were already swept, so probably we go here next. Yeah, Bitcoin just continues to nuke lower. And like the next long on Bitcoin for me, or place to add to my position, would be like somewhere here at 117k with stops at 115, a little bit below, and then target maybe new all-time highs, but we'll see. We'll see how today daily candle will close. This can still pump back up, so yeah, say barely holding here, so honestly it could come back to entry. Maybe if we use a pitchfork, that can be a set. Oh no, yeah, actually, if we get a bigger dump, this will be a decent long opportunity on say, like somewhere here, or maybe here, but probably best to wait till tomorrow. Ugly rejection, but in my opinion, like if the daily candle will close above this white line, so that's what, 33 cents, it will look a little bit better. If we get a close below, maybe I'll just exit my longs, because I believe that's a weekly level, so ideally we hold that, but yeah, it looks pretty bad. Maybe it comes to entry in one candle, and yeah, not looking the best. But still, we have the whole week to find better trades. Like last week, also Monday was pretty dumpy, and we started to pump up like on Tuesday and after. Yeah, probably this is going to sweep here. Okay guys, that's it for today. Like did a stream to get back at it after a while, and maybe I will be live for New York tomorrow and like some streams over the week, we'll see. So yeah, thank you for joining and we'll see you later. Bye bye guys.